Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for what they really want you to know. So I hope you enjoy the colour green because we've got a lot of it here. But as we get into the readings, obviously, we're going to have lots of different colours come out with the cards. So, starting off very green, I just felt very drawn to this colour for this particular reading. So we've got these three beautiful piles. We've got group 1, group 2 and group 3. Whichever one you feel most drawn to is going to be the reading for you. And you can also find the timestamps in the description box below. So once you have chosen which group you're most drawn to, head over to the description box and then you'll be able to click on the timestamp and it will take you to the reading that you would like to view. And yeah, that is what we have here. I hope you enjoy this reading, but more so that you get a lot of information and clarity for your situation. And that is pretty much that. I also want to mention as well, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every single month. If you'd like to purchase a private paid reading with me, information will also be down below as well. They're done within 24 to 48 hours usually. And also the last thing I want to mention is that my intention bracelets are on Etsy. So they're actually handmade by me and they are meditated with their sage. They're there to remove obstacles and challenges, from different areas of your life. So I am wearing one of these, which is also green, and they have lots of different intentions. They help with anxiety, stress, attracting love, soulmate, twin flame, evil eye, protection, confidence. There's so many, health and happiness. There's so many different ones on there. Definitely check out the reviews if you want to see how other people have seen results with them, because I think that's the bit that is just incredible. They're all meditated with, they're saged, a lot of intention has been put into them. They're sent out by me, handmade by me, free international shipping worldwide, and there's so many different items on there. So there's the intention bracelets, as you can see, they're pretty dainty. Some of them are more statement and some of them are dainty. There's necklaces, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, in your wallet or your purse, which also have intentions tied to them because not everybody likes to wear bracelets. And there's also some very statement special bracelets as well. I'm not going to lie, this is really, really special. So there's just some really beautiful items on there. This is an adjustable bracelet. Definitely, yeah, check that out, if you're interested. Link to my Etsy shop will be down below. And again, thank you so much for all of the love and support. Everything is always in the description box, my PO box, the different cards that I use on my channel, my most used cards, everything is down there. So thank you so much for all of the love and support. It means a lot to me. Okay, so let's begin with this reading. I'm just going to clear a little bit of space on the side so that I can actually, I should have thought about this before, shouldn't I? I do this so often, but still. So I'm just going to move these two other decks to the side. I'm also just going to move the decorations as well. Alright, group number 1. Let's have a look and see what they really want you to know. So we've got this beautiful, beautiful deck. I will leave the decks that I've used in the comment section below, just so that you can find them, description box below, just so that you know which one's which, if you're drawn to a specific one. This is a brand new deck that I have just got, so it's so beautiful and so green. We've got this beautiful moon crystal as well, absolutely stunning. I'm just going to put that at the bottom here. It does move around quite a bit, as you can see. It has a mind of its own. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look and see what this person specifically wants you to know. Okay, let's shuffle. I'm going to do a 12 card spread, so let's have a look. Whoa, okay. Let's continue. Ooh, look at that. I love these cards because they're borderless and they're just so, like, they just draw you straight in. Wow. Wow. We need to look at this. I mean, the Six of Pentacles here shows that this person really wants to make things work. This person wants to have much more of a balance achieved in the situation, right? This person wants you to know that they want to put more effort in. Naturally, the person in the Six of Pentacles card is putting in way more effort and is giving back. So I feel like there is this need in them and this want in them to do as much as you are doing. And it almost seems to me like they want to balance out the energies. They want to prove to you, like, hey, I can put just as much in. I can do just as much, if not more. So this is the energy that's really coming through very, very solidly. The Hanged Man is also showcasing that they are awakening and that they feel a lot more towards you. They have a lot more respect towards you. They have a lot more understanding towards you. I feel like this person has been blocked for a while, or maybe felt emotionally very unstable, to the point where they could have been dealing with a lot of emotional sadness, stress, anxiety, and just really heavy thoughts, that now they are becoming a lot more clear. It's almost like they've really worked on themselves and even gone through perhaps a period of healing, releasing and letting go, to the point now where they're feeling like, you know what? I've got this. I want to put more in. I realise how much you've put in. They really want you to know that they really mean it. They want you to know that they're ready to put more in, that they're ready to take things further, to progress things, to make things much more balanced, especially if things have been unbalanced and unstable, there we go, between the two of you. See, the Empress is also very, very, very strong, because the Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus here is that element of love, but also that element of respect, and that element of trust, which those three elements are so, so important in any connection. They're so vital and so crucial. And this is what I'm seeing here, is that this person wants you to know that they love you. We're not even 7 minutes in and I've just dropped the L-bomb. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. This person loves you. The minute I saw the combination of the Empress with the Lovers, I mean, how could I not, right? How could I not tell you that? I have to, because it's literally on the cards. This person wants you to know that they love you. They have love towards you. They have this awakening sort of, or awakened energy towards you, where they're starting to realise more and more that, wow, you know what, this is how I feel towards you. They may have felt really blocked before, unstable before, unsure, chaotic, conflicted, sad. But now, those scales are starting to balance out. There is a sense of equilibrium. Both sides. It's getting better, which is good news. It is good news. The Lovers here, of course, is ruled by Gemini. So again, it's about those two sides, right? Whether it's the scales, whether it's about the element of balance, or again, the twins. Right? So I feel like there is a strong spiritual connection between the two of you. Now, it could be that the two of you have a twin flame connection, or it could be that the two of you have a soulmate connection. And it is very possible that the two of you somehow also had something in a past life. Because again, spirituality is really over this entire connection. Again, with the Hanged Man is ruled by Neptune. So Neptune is a very, very spiritual planet. In fact, it's a planet of spirituality. And the home sign of Neptune is Pisces. And we all know that Pisces is really connected very strongly to the moon and intuition. Well, technically, you know, Cancer actually rules the moon, but the moon card in tarot is ruled by Pisces. But it's still, you know, very emotional in that sense. But also, it still has that connection to the moon card, but still the moon. So it really shows, again, this sense of intuition, this sense of spirituality that just flows over this particular connection. And they really want to tell you that they feel this spark, this draw to you. They can't explain it in any way, shape or form, but they just know that they feel like a magnet attracted to you. They want to tell you that. They want to say, like, I have just, tried to do everything, but I just feel so drawn to you. I just feel like there is a spark. This spark does not seem to ever die. It's like one of those candles, those candles, those birthday candles, that once you light it up, no matter how much you try and blow it out, it just keeps flaring up. It just lights up over and over again. That is what I'm seeing here. No matter how much you try to put out that flame, it just keeps sizzling and sparkling and coming through. It is literally what I'm seeing in my vision. That's what I'm seeing. Like, no matter how much they try to look over their shoulder or look away from this connection, they look over their shoulder and they see the connection. They look in another direction, they still see the connection. It's like they cannot move on or progress or move away from it. And that's something they also want to tell you is, they can't. They just feel this spark, and again, it's because of that spiritual element, and of course you've got the angel there as well at the top of this card, which really, again, showcases such a strong pull, a very, very strong pull. Wow. And also, they want to share with you that they've grown, they've become stronger, they've matured in many ways as well. They've matured to also understand the level of respect that they have towards you. And they also have matured to the level that they know they need to put a lot more work into this to make it work, and that it can't just be one-sided. So, with that being said, ta-da! Wow, okay. So, I feel like we just got so deep into this reading. I'm like, whoa, I need to catch my breath here. I'm like, phew, this is a lot, right? This is pretty strong. It's crazy because everywhere I look, I'm seeing green on, like, everywhere around me. I have so much stuff on my table which is green. Just the most unbelievable amount of stuff. I mean, I have this green feather which is just laying around. I don't know how much green means to you, but let me know if there is a significance that green has in your life. I also have this marker, which is green. I don't really have that many things around me, but it seems to me like everything's green. Even my skincare is green. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but like my skincare bottles are also green. This is crazy. This is amazing. I'm just really excited about this. Anyways, so I just keep seeing green everywhere. Even my lotion is green. Ta-da! I'm not sponsored by any of these brands, by the way. These are just things that I have bought myself. How strange. Anyways, let's continue on. Whoa. Okay, so let's go. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Ta-da! Speaking of green, you've got a lot of nature here as well. To me, what this really showcases, that there are lots of angels that also represent green and have that, green coloured energy. We also have the heart chakra, which is also green. Nature is also green. And I really feel that there's a lot of that here. It shows that the heart chakra is truly glowing and that they're awakening so much, and it's just starting to glow more and more green. Despite obstacles and challenges, they're getting there. They're growing, they're learning, and they're glowing green. On top of that, we see here a lot of, bloom and growth. We've got flowers with leaves and trees and fruits. This just shows so much growth. And again, you've got nature in pretty much all of these cards. Some form of greenery. Right there. Well, I mean, kind of. You've got, still nature here, but you've still got like a green element in every single one of these cards. And what I see here is that this is about growth. This is about things getting stronger. This is about them growing. And what they really want you to know is that they just feel like they are growing more and more as the days go by. They're feeling stronger in their own energy. They're feeling stronger in their heart, that their heart chakra is truly glowing, and they're realizing the meaning of this particular connection in life. They cannot stay away from it. And I also feel like green can also be very representative of them. They may really like the color green, or they may have something that really has a lot of importance to them, which is green. There's something about green that also makes sense to them. And it's not just because I'm doing this reading, which is so green in nature because of all of the elements in it, but I just feel this with this person. There is that element of it. The other thing as well is that green means go, right? Naturally, with the traffic lights. And I just feel like this is them saying, I just want to go, go, go. Like, I want to progress, I don't want to stay stuck. I don't want to stay stagnant. I don't want to feel like I'm just sitting there and nothing's happening. This is about them, look at that. Oh, yes. More green. This is about them saying, you know what? I want to go. I want to progress. I don't want to be stuck anymore. I don't want to be challenged anymore. I want to go, go, go. Forward. That's what I mean. And the Knight of Swords here shows that they really want to communicate to you, but also show you through action. So through words and actions. The Knight of Swords is all about words. The Knight of Wands is all about actions. They want to give you the perfect balance of both worlds, naturally, as to how they feel about you, what they think, how they want to progress things. That's what I'm seeing here, is that they want to give you words and actions. Actions naturally speak louder than words, but words are equally as important, right? Words are, of course, very, very important. So they want to give you the balance, again, of both sides of the spectrum. Not just words, not just actions, both. Both matter, and that's what they really want you to know. They want you to know through words, they want you to know through actions that they care about you, that they want to fight for this, that they want things to progress in this direction, that they're not going to let things go or try and walk away. They just know that they want to progress. They know what they want, and they are not going to give up. They really want you to know that they're not going to give up. But they also know that it's a work in progress. This is not just something that will magically just bloom and progress and, it's a work in progress, right? It's about enjoying the journey and not just trying to get to the destination. I've been saying this a lot actually recently because I really feel that energy. It's really about that sense of progression. And it's also about the sense of consistency as well, which is very, very important. So it's really about the growth of the situation. And it's about enjoying, every little step of the way. Like, an apple has grown. So something's grown in your connection. It's about enjoying that apple, in that moment and being like, wow, this is very sweet. Rather than just waiting for all the apples to be grown, to just pick them and to be like, okay, well, I've got all my apples, It's that sort of growth process that can be frustrating because, you can be waiting in the process, but it's about enjoying every little part of it. I think is also quite important, and just, taking it step by step. And that's something that they really want you to know, is that they want to be able to go through things step by step rather than rushing everything. This person doesn't like to rush, and we see that with the Pentacle energies. They like to go through things step by step and enjoy every little bit of it. So again, there's that really strong element of them wanting to tell you, I don't want to rush things. I want to enjoy every little bit. I want to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Because the destination will come, but it's about enjoying the journey. And sometimes, the journey is rough. The journey is not great, but it makes the destination that much more sweeter. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so that's what they really want you to know. They want you to know that they want to work hard on this, right? Consistently, but with time and step by step. gosh, okay. We got so many cards. And I was just going really quiet because I was trying to also channel a lot of messages at the same time. Three of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Okay, again, they just want to not rush anything. So the Three of Wands here is about patience, which I think is also quite important for them. They feel like they need that energy, you know, to have patience and for them to also feel this sense of victory in many ways, that, you know, it's not just about, again, just getting to this destination. Now, in your mind, of course, you may have a set way of what you want things to be like, right? Because that's your values, that's your vision, your values, what's personal to you. But what's really important is also the fact that they also need to take things slowly but surely and not necessarily rush things all of a sudden. So I do feel it's quite important to also note that they have a perspective in regards to things as well, and they also see things a certain way. So it's just about making sure that things are balanced. Now, in the meantime, what they are also saying here is, you know, you got this, you know, they feel that you're strong, you've got this, you are just, you know, someone that knows yourself, you know yourself very well, you know what you want. So they feel like you've got this, but they know they need to become stronger, and they also need to work through a lot of things, you know, from their past, and those are things that can often heavily burden them and make them feel a little bit all over the place. So they want you to know that they understand more of themselves now, but they also feel like you already understand yourself. I know that's so strange, but sometimes, you know, even though we may not understand ourselves, this person feels like you understand yourself, because they just see you as someone that has got it all together. That's how they see you, and they know that they haven't got it all together, which is why they feel at times very all over the place. And this Three of Wands here really showcases a very, very strong energy of them thinking, like, I need some space, I need some time, I need some energy, but I'll be back around, you know, to work things out. So one thing for sure is that yes, this person loves you, yes, this person wants to take action, yes, this person wants to give you words and communication, but they still just need a bit of time to figure out when they're going to say all these things and also what they're going to say. So that is the main reason why, you know, you haven't figured out or known a lot of all of this to this point, is because they're still working through things, and they're also still trying to figure out when the right time is that they can say these things. So that's what I'm seeing, is that trying to, you know, figure out the right time, trying to figure out the right thing to say, and that's going to, you know, be the next step of the way, the next process essentially. Then we've also got here the Seven of Pentacles, which I think is very, very vital, because look what we have here, the 6, the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles. This is huge, huge on so many levels. First of all, the Seven of Pentacles shows that they're reflecting on things. That is a great sign, because it shows that they're not running away from things, and they also want you to know that they're taking interest in themselves. They are putting themselves first. They're putting energy into what they feel, and what they feel is very important. And then the 6 of Pentacles obviously is about them wanting to put in enough energy and equal energy to make things balanced. And then the 8 of Pentacles shows them really working hard on this connection, and slowly but surely, right? So they want to tell you that they have grown, that they have learned lessons, that they have become so much stronger. I'm just going to take a sip of my water because my throat is just having a moment of its own. Okay, look at that, King of Wands. They want to tell you that they will be around. They will come back around, and they will be there to take things further forward with you. Knight to the King literally showcases that they will come around, all right, and that they will feel so much stronger, so much better, so much more uplifted, and essentially they want to tell you that. They really do. We've got here Page of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, ta-da, Ace of Cups, hello, it's nice to see you. So if I just move these across a little bit, beautiful. Okay, this shows again their love for you. This shows that they have emotions for you. You know, they really value you very highly, have a lot of respect for you, and they really it comes across as they really want to express all of this to you when it feels right to them. You know, so they're considering when the right time is, and that's the big thing, is that they haven't made a full-on plan as to, you know, I'm going to communicate all of this to you, you know, on this day. They haven't made that plan, and I feel like it can be quite spontaneous. So that's just something to note is that it can be very spontaneous. Oh, I do apologise, my throat is just having a moment. So that is what we're seeing there. And then you've also got here the Page of Pentacles, which also shows this energy of, again, having feelings towards you and wanting to express that to you in time, because the Page of Pentacles shows an energy of time. And then you've got here the Nine of Cups, which also shows a very, very strong energy, essentially, of this wish. You know, they have a wish, they want things to progress in a certain way, and again, that's just how they see things. So yeah, they see you in the future. They see you as a part of what could progress and how things can progress as well. So I think that that's a really strong sign in many ways, is that they do see you part of their future, believe it or not. So that's very, very interesting, but it shows here that they really want you to know more so that they're trying to figure everything out and they're trying to get their life in order, but that they really do have feelings for you and that they're awakening slowly but surely. And that is what I'm seeing. That is what I'm seeing. So group number 1, this is your reading for what they really want you to know. If this reading resonates with you, rings true to your situation, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, you know, all that good stuff. And yeah, all the information is also in the description box below for private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and my bracelets, which are on Etsy. And definitely do take care as well. All right, so I'm just going to take away all of these cards. And I'm also going to take my sweater off as well because it's so hot in here all of a sudden. Okay, I'm just going to move this crystal to the side. Okay, so we're going to now, well, I'm going to take my sweater off and then we'll move on to group number 2. Oh yes, we have the crystal. It is rather beautiful, I have to say. So, so pretty. Alright, so group number 2, let's have a look and see what they really want you to know. What do they want you to know, and what also do they want to tell you? That's the big topic. So let's have a look. We've got these really cute little tarot cards, and also I've got this beautiful crystal. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to put that crystal right here at the bottom with this green crystal. Okay, so I'm going to start by shuffling and let's see what's coming through. I believe this deck is called the Tarot of New Vision, just in case anyone is wondering. This is the mini version, and of course the backs are green. I get a lot of questions on the cards, so that's why I just mention it. It's very unique to also shuffle as well. I mean, I have very small hands naturally, but still very small. So what do they really want you to know? All right, let's have a look. We're going to do a 12 card spread. It's going to end up being a very small spread, but I think it's so cute. It's so adorable. Oh, got the card that's flipped over. Let me just put these all together. So we've got here the Ace of Wands, the Chariot, we've got the Two of Wands. Actually, I could do, since it's a 12 card spread, let's do 2 rows of 6. Temperance. Just because the more closer the cards are to you, the more you can see them, so just a lot better. So we've got Temperance, we've got the King of Wands. You know what's really interesting is that we've got a lot of fire energy here. A lot of fire energy. One thing they really want you to know is that there is motion. There is progression to this. Especially if your situation is quite stuck and stagnant, I see motion. Motion in the ocean. Does that phrase come from somewhere? Let me know. Yeah, so especially if you're stuck and the situation is very difficult, because we do have the Three of Swords, right? And the Three of Swords is about challenges, it is about obstacles, it can also be about heartbreak or being ghosted by this person. It could also be hot and cold energy, or it could be that they also have dealt with trauma. I know that that's a lot of things that I'm telling you guys, but the thing is, this is a general reading, and naturally there are going to be different things between different people. You know, so that's really what I'm seeing, is that they are essentially trying to tell you that they have dealt with a lot, and they are trying to tell you that they are healing. Okay, slowly but surely they're finding truth in their situation. See, these swords are so grim, they are so dark, they are not nice, right? They're just really, really very, very heavy. And what I see is that this is about victory. So the Ace of Swords here represents victory, it represents success, it represents healing. One thing that they really want you to know, and also I feel like they want to tell you this as well, is that I am healing. I'm in the process of healing. I'm in the process of feeling better and stronger. They also want to apologize for any hurt that they have caused you, which I think is pretty big, right? It's pretty big of this person to want you to know that. And I feel like eventually they're going to communicate that across to you. So you can expect an apology in the future. At least they're thinking this in their mind as well right now. The Three of Swords is literally about them feeling pain over this situation with you, but also because they have felt pain in their life, which has led them to feel this way towards you. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. So that's something pretty significant, and also the King of Wands here is also very significant because it shows that they're taking action. They want you to know that they are slowly but surely getting to where they want to be, right? The really interesting thing about this particular deck is that it shows the back, you know, of the cards. You see everything from the back. So it really shows here that this is about a new perspective, you know, this is a new vision, and it's sort of, it's giving you, also this reading is giving you a perspective from the other side, a perspective which you may not see unless you're in this person's shoes, or seeing, you know, life from their direction. So it shows here, you know, that they are really trying, they're putting themselves in that place where they can feel better, where they can feel stronger. And also the Ace of Wands here shows that they're putting a lot of action. They're, you know, the wheels are going in motion, if that makes any sense, because the Chariot is about forward movement, progression. It's about them not wanting to be stuck and stagnant in the same old situations, the same direction, the same hurt or challenges. They want to move forward, they want to feel better, they want to feel stronger. And that's definitely a big, strong energy that we are picking up on. I mean, it's huge, right? It's absolutely huge to be able to see that. And that is exactly what we do have here, is that they want to feel better, they want to feel stronger, and they want to feel much more uplifted. So naturally with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, we have an apology, okay, which I really see that they want you to know about, which, by the way, they'll communicate this to you across, you know, that's what I'm seeing. But also action. You know, that they want you to know that they're putting in action. This is not just about empty words, this is also about action. You've got two big sides to the spectrum. You've got actions and words. You've got both of those aces. This is about words, this is about actions. Actions naturally do speak louder than words, because then that can make you feel like, all right, at least I know where I stand. Chariot here shows that they do have growing feelings towards you. That's very strong, right? It shows that their feelings towards you are just growing, they're getting stronger, they're progressing in a good direction where they feel like, all right, I feel like I know where I stand. I feel like I know where, you know, what's going on. And then they can really communicate this to you. So Temperance here is showing flow, right? They really want you to know that they are flowing with things. They're not running away from anything. Any hurt that they've caused you, they're reflecting upon it, they're thinking about it, and they're realizing, oh no, I probably shouldn't have gone about things in that particular way, you know. It shows that they have made some poor choices, poor decisions, and have also felt not so great about it, you know, but they also feel at times that they needed to make those decisions for the better, you know, so that they could heal, heal and also just feel better, even from things in their past, situations that have been difficult. Lessons as well, because, threes in tarot represent lessons, and you might be thinking, well, there's only 1 3 here. Interestingly enough, yes, we have the Three of Swords, which is about lessons, but also I keep looking at the Temperance card and I keep looking at that triangle. If you can see that right there, I keep seeing the triangle, and this is not necessarily, for some of you it could mean that, it's been difficult because maybe there has been someone around, but that's not the case for everyone. What I'm seeing here is that this is really about the big perspective in regards to karma, and them having and needing to learn these lessons so that things can naturally progress between the two of you. That's what I'm seeing. So this is a natural sense of progression. And again, they really want you to know that they feel like, everything naturally kind of had to happen this way so that they could have this bigger perspective into life, into the world, so that they could feel stronger, so that they could feel better, so that they could also feel, much more uplifted in regards to everything and not so confused, chaotic, or drained, especially when we look at the Two of Wands. That is about the wider perspective. What they will say is that, they feel like everything has happened the way that it has because it's also helped to make them feel stronger. It's helped to make them feel like, what? It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like they will say, yes, everything has not been necessarily ideal, but it's all happened for a specific reason. And it's happened so that not only you become stronger, but they also become stronger, if that makes any sense, and so that they also learn exactly what they want in life. Sometimes people make bad decisions or not so great decisions, or they hurt other people, but then they realize, wow, it's almost like they needed to have made those decisions to realize the value of certain people or certain things. And I know that sounds so crazy, but it's so true. Sometimes one bad decision can make us understand things in such a bigger way that we may not have been able to know if we didn't make that mistake. So that's, again, something they're trying to tell you as well, and they want you to know, is that they almost feel like all of this had to happen for a specific reason, so that not only do you get stronger, I know that sounds so strange to say, but that's what I'm hearing and seeing, but also so that they feel stronger. Interesting, right? Very interesting, to say the least. I know, it's crazy. It is crazy, that's the thing. So that, again, is something that we're seeing. And again, the Chariot here shows that they do have feelings towards you, and they feel like things are progressing. They feel like there is movement in this connection where things are progressing and getting stronger. They really feel this pull towards you. They feel attraction towards you. They want you to know that. I see a lot of fiery energy. I also see here that they have intimate thoughts in regards to you, especially with the Ace of Wands. This is like very intimate thoughts. Ace of Swords here shows an apology. It also shows here communication. Like, they want to tell you all of this, but also they want to be able to heal a lot of this hurt, and also they want to apologize for any hurt that they've caused you in return. So there's a lot of energies coming through, but I feel like these are all very important in many ways, and yeah, it's very strong, like very strong on the cards. So that is what we have right there, and that's what we've also got with the King of Wands and also the Two of Wands as well. Strong energy about the bigger perspective in regards to this. Anyway, so let's continue on and see what else is coming through. Knave of Wands. Oh, they feel that spark. They feel that spark. So we've pretty much, there we go. I'm just going to put the deck on the side there. Oh yes, look at this. Right, this is rejection. This is rejection. So if you feel like you've been rejected by this person, trust me when I say eye-opening experience, to say the least, right? Sorry, I'm just getting comfortable in my chair. Eye-opening experience. Trust me when I say this, I mean it. They are really understanding the meaning and value of you. I can't even begin to express that in more of a way because I feel like this is so significant. It's like any kind of rejection that you may have faced from this person, hot and cold energy, whether they've ghosted you, whether they've walked away, or whether they just seem a little bit unsure at times, or you feel like you don't know where this connection is going, they will be really, really sorry about this. I see it here, and I really feel that they will tell you this. Like, they will want you to know this. They will want you to know that, you know what, for every single time I turned my back on you, or I was so hot and cold towards you, I really, really am sorry. You know, this is the Knave of Wands. It's like they're trying to find, you know, a reason for everything. And, you know, they're looking at this wand with so much hope. You know, hope that you will also feel this energy, that you will also be a part of it, that you will not run. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of that energy of them actually being scared that what if you say no in the future? What if you just walk away? That would definitely hurt them, and it's something that they are quite fearful of now, that they're much stronger and they're much more aware, and they also understand you a lot better, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm seeing here. The Three of Swords shows them learning their lessons and really just coming to the conclusion, actually, that they feel quite heartbroken if you were to progress without them. Because you know what else we have here? We have the Lovers, and that is strong. That is so powerful and so potent. I mean, this here shows that they want you to know that they have very, very strong feelings of love towards you, and they would be really heartbroken to see you with somebody else. You know, and I feel like they also feel really stupid for having at any point ignored you or being hot and cold towards you. This person loves you, especially with this Knave of Wands energy. You know, this is about attraction and desire towards you, wanting to progress things with you, wanting to take things further forward with you. And they just feel really bad and really, really sorry in so many ways. A strong energy, a really, really strong energy. You've also got another Knave as well. You've got the Knave of Pentacles, as we see right here. And you've also got here the Six of Pentacles as well. Whoops, sorry, I just dropped that on my lap. There we go. Because my table literally ends around about here. So, wow. They really want you to know that they are sorry. That's a big thing. If there's one thing to take out of this reading, it's that they are sorry. But they also feel like everything happened for a reason, so that they could learn the lesson and learn how much they truly appreciate you and how much wrong they feel that they have also done. You know, that's something that's coming through. I mean, this Six of Pentacles really showcases such a strong energy of wanting to give more to you, but also the Lovers here shows love. You know, it shows passion, it shows attraction, it shows chemistry towards you, and it shows that they never really forgot you or, you know, felt that way, where it was like the opposite. Do you know what I mean? That probably made no sense. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that they feel really bad, and what I feel that they will try and relay it as is that, you know, I never really stopped thinking about you. You know, everything had to happen for a reason, but I'm really sorry. And, you know, they might actually come up with some additional sort of fabrications. That's what I'm seeing, where they might make it out to, like, it's not that they're not going to take full responsibility, because they will take some responsibility, as we know, but they might again just, you know, find some other things to say, like, oh, you know, everything sort of had to happen for this reason, and it, you know, there was it just had to happen the way it was. But I feel like they might also fabricate some things here and there, like I mentioned as well. So it can get a little bit confusing. But what I see is that this is because they don't want to lose you, right? But they'll feel like, again, everything had to happen because it had to have happened. Even I'm getting confused as I'm reading this, you know, and that's the crazy thing, is that this is the energy that's coming across to me. And then as I'm reading it, I'm like, wow, okay, so interesting, because on one side, I feel like this person has sort of turned their back on you at times. And then on the other hand, it's like they are awakening to this connection and they're realizing what a mistake they made. But then at the same time, they're coming to you with an apology, but also saying, I feel that everything happened for a reason, you know, everything happened for a reason. I wasn't quite ready, and I'm sorry if I treated you this way, but, you know, I feel like you've probably grown stronger from it. It's almost like they're, you know, they're kind of going in circles trying to also defend themselves. you know, which, I mean, take that as you want to. I think that's really important to just take it in the direction that you feel is most important, whether you accept this person or you reject this person. But it's really interesting because I feel like we're going in circles, and I feel like this person could have perhaps even at times made you feel like you're going in circles. Oftentimes, you know, the energy that comes through to me and how I read is often how, you know, the connection is or has been. So it's very interesting that I am feeling that way, because I feel like you might have also been feeling that way as well. I also sense that you've had a wish in regards to this particular connection, because we've got this beautiful star kind of crystal, and also we have got this beautiful green crystal as well, which just shows, you know, you wanting peace and hope and optimism, and having, sorry, optimism in this particular connection. It's almost like, you know, you just want things to be resolved and you want things to be okay, and you just want to find out answers, essentially. You know, you want a resolve, you want answers, you want to know what the heck is going on, and that's what I'm seeing here. So this is what I really feel that they want you to know. Essentially, they're sorry in regards to everything that they did. They do have feelings for you and love towards you. They're going to communicate their apology to you, but they also might fabricate a few things and sort of just be a bit, you know, a little bit all over the place in their apology. It takes them a lot of strength and a lot of courage to be able to bring this apology to you, especially from the Ace to the Two of Wands. It's made them understand the bigger picture and perspective of things. I feel that they needed this space and time as well, just to be able to understand themselves, their emotions, and to flow with their emotions rather than to run away from it. And the Six of Pentacles shows they want to put more work in, because this person just can't bear to see you with someone else. That would really just absolutely break their heart, but they needed this, you know, they needed to do this, essentially, to find their own self. That's what I'm seeing. They needed to do this to find themselves, and that's the big energy that we are seeing. Yeah, they needed to do this for a very specific reason. Was it ideal? No. But did it happen for a reason? Yes, they very much so feel that it did. And in many ways it may have made you stronger, or it may have just made you feel like, wow, okay, that's interesting. It just gives you more information, knowledge, I feel. You know, and you can do whatever you wish, of course, with that information. That's the thing, right? So this is what they really want you to know. I mean, like, really, really want you to know. So this is your reading, group number 2. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Yeah, do comment down below if this resonates. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and my bracelets, which are on Etsy as well, if you are interested. I'm wearing one of them right here. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope that you take care, you stay safe, and of course, let's move on naturally to group number 3. Okay, so I'm just going to move this crystal out of the way. Let me just make that a little bit more presentable. They slip around quite a lot, as you can see. Alright, so group number 3, this is what they really want you to know. So let's have a look. I'm going to put this beautiful star crystal right at the bottom. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to take these cards and see what is coming through. Alright, we're going to do a 12 card spread, so let's have a look. Whoa, okay. Let's have a look. Oh, look at this. Wow, okay. This deck is really unique in so many ways, including, you know, the names of these cards as well. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we've got here the Enchanter. So that's number 1. The Enchanter is absolutely all about communication. So one thing I feel that this person really wants you to know is that they want to communicate their thoughts across to you. They want to tell you their visions. They want to tell you their values in life. They want to get all of that information across to you. They really want you to know what they feel, what they see. They just want to communicate everything across. We also have here the Seeker of Spells. Okay, so that's what we've got. Now, the Seeker of Spells is very, very important because this is about, you wanting to find out information and then them literally giving you this information. So if there is something you've really wanted to know from this person, you're going to get this information directly from them. And what they know in the back of their mind is that eventually they're going to have to come clean about things. They're going to have to talk to you about things. So if you've been wondering, what's been going on in this connection, what they feel, what they think, all of these questions that you might have in the back of your mind, I feel like they're going to give you that information. And I also feel like they're trying to tell you, and they want you to know that you shouldn't worry because they're going to give you all of these answers regardless, which is quite a big message. I mean, that's huge, right? That's huge to see. So the Enchanter here really showcasing that there's progression, there's things manifesting, there's things blooming in this particular connection, and it shows that their feelings are getting stronger. It shows that their vision towards you is getting much stronger, so they know much more of what they want, and they also know how they want to progress things with you, which again is a strong place to be. So this Seeker of Spells here shows that they're seeking all of this information, they're trying to get themselves together, they're also trying to understand the bigger picture in regards to you as well. And again, all of this is just bubbling in their potion. They're putting in more thoughts, more feelings, right? They're trying to figure out their intentions, and then once they do, they put those in the potion as well. So it's really manifesting and brewing, basically, and then it will progress. So that is what we're seeing right there in terms of a Seeker of Spells. They're actually trying to seek everything out, and they're trying to find all of these ingredients to make something happen with you. All right, they want you to know that they do want to make things happen with you, that they do want to progress things with you, but first they need to seek all of this information and all of these tools and all of these things, right, to be able to then manifest. So that is what we've got there. We've also got here the Nine of Spells. See, this is about making things happen, right? It's also at times being quite consumed with all of this energy. So one thing for sure is that, they're going to really take a lot of time to reflect and to understand and to think and then make it happen. They want to make it happen right there. Okay, so they want you to know that they want to make things happen, but they just need some time, some energy and some space to collect their thoughts, to collect what they need essentially to be able to make it happen. See, this is the 10 of Spells. So with the 10 of Spells, it's about them knowing that they need to do this, otherwise they will feel burdened and they'll feel very intensely overwhelmed. So they need to do this in their own space, and how they feel, is essentially really necessary for them to do so. So the big thing here is that they don't want to rush things. They want to do things in their own time. And I think that's also something really, really important to understand, is that sometimes people just need to do things at their own time. If they feel rushed, then they can just move backwards and feel like they don't want to do things anymore. So it's just really important, and they want you to know that they don't want to be rushed. They absolutely don't want to be rushed. They want to take their time over things, and they just want to get themselves together. They want to understand what they want to do. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I really hope it does. So we've got here also the Weaver of Visions. See? Strong energy, right? This is about diving into their depths, knowing exactly what they want in life, and then progressing accordingly. This is not about just rushing things for the sake of things. I also feel that this person does really have thoughts and feelings towards you. They have attraction towards you, but at times they feel confused in their path, and they feel like, I feel overwhelmed. I don't know which direction to go in. There's so many paths. And so this is about them, again, taking time and space, finding their path, finding what they truly want in life, and then making it happen. all right, in regards to you. So we got here also the three of visions. This is a celebration. This is fun. This is excitement, all right? And this is really about, enjoyment. So what I do see is that they have a wish. They want things to progress with you. I do feel that they want to make things work with you. But first and foremost, they need to make things work with themselves, which is so important. And once they are able to do that, they will put things into place. That is what I'm seeing. Naturally, they will want to progress things. So they're also wanting you to know, trust me. Trust the process. But also, if you can't wait, then you can't wait. It's almost like they're trying to tell you that they need some space, some time, some energy to progress in this direction, and they're hoping that you will trust their vision, essentially, in terms of that. Now, the Three of Visions is also a card that can represent third party, but I don't see it here. This is more so about what they want you to know. They want you to know that they want to work on things, that they want to make things come together, but they also need space and time and a little bit more of like this positive energy, where they can do that. So I think that's quite important here as well. See, they want to build things with you. They have a fantasy of this future of, happiness and joy and just this beautiful, beautiful energy of progression, and stability, which is exactly what the Child of Boons here is representing. It represents stability. It represents happiness, peace, humour, joy. They want you to know that they really want that in life, that they see the bigger picture, but also that they need time and space to develop, which is exactly what children need, right? Children need some time for progress. Not that I'm describing this person as a child, but it's more so, the progression from within. Got here the Lovers. I'm telling you, group number 3, you're probably like wondering, like, Moonlight, where the hell are you going with this reading? You're like, this is so weird and interesting at the same time. Or you might actually be thinking, wow, that really, that's pretty amazing. Well, the thing is that these cards are so different in how they are named, but some of these cards really do, of course, represent tarot. Well, pretty much all of them do in some ways, of course, but the names are so different. Obviously, I've studied these cards, I've learned the meanings and the messages, but this card here, the Lovers, is again very similar to I can't even speak, to traditional tarot, because it's the Lovers, and we have the Lovers in tarot as well. So there you go. I hope this just really puts everything into perspective for you, because I do see that this person loves you. I see that this person has strong feelings towards you. And if anything, I see that this person wishes to be with you. They just need to get themselves together. And it's about them also feeling to your level. And this person, I feel, knows that you have strong feelings towards them, but they also just want to get themselves together so that they can experience this harmony, this peace, and this beautiful blessing. And they really just want to make things happen, but they just need a bit of time to progress, and they just don't want to be rushed in the process. They want to be able to enjoy every little part of it. So that's what we're seeing there. But yeah, hopefully this card just put everything into perspective, because I know that these cards are so, so different and they're so unique. So I like to explain all of the cards as I also go through it, just for those of you that maybe are new to tarot or maybe don't understand it as well. Just that there's a bit of learning, I guess, that happens in between, and so that you also know the meanings of the cards as well. Because the cards represent essentially what I'm talking about, so I think that's obviously quite important. Okay, so I was trying to, this card already flipped out as well, so I was trying to also just shimmy this card out, but naturally these cards fell through, so I'm not going to take all of these cards. We will take these ones because these came out beforehand, but this one also came out upright as well, so I've already seen that card as it just flipped over, but then as I was trying to shimmy that card out a little bit, the other cards fell out as well, so just naturally let them go. But we're not going to take those. Anyways, so everything's always very intuitively based. We've got here the Six of Boons, and this is about that really precious protecting energy. They really want to protect themselves, but they also want to protect you, which is why I feel that they want to take things slowly but surely with time, and also allow things to balance out. They don't want to rush things, otherwise they feel that they can get chaotic, and also the connection can get chaotic. They want to allow things to naturally, slowly but surely balance out, get stronger, and they also feel that this would be very vital for the connection to protect itself as well. We see that really beautiful energy of peace and love, and also this beautiful energy of just, enjoying each other's company and not feeling like it's rushed, trying to get to a certain place without enjoying the process. So that's what we've got there. They want to enjoy the process. We've got here the Two of Challenges. See, so they really want to get themselves first, like together. They want to understand themselves, and then they want to make things progress. That's what I'm seeing, is that they just want to be able to see where things can head and how things can progress before they just run towards things. This doesn't mean to say that the person doesn't love you, because this person does love you, but sometimes, you know, a person just needs to take a step back to see the bigger picture. It's a little bit like the artist and the painter. Sometimes the artist and the painting, there we go, or the painter and the painting. You know, the artist just needs to step back a little bit, look at the bigger picture and what they're painting, and then, you know, then they can come back and realize, okay, yeah, this bit needs a bit more of this bit needs a bit of that. Sometimes, you know, seeing things with a fresh set of eyes and just taking a bit of space and time and seeing things from a perspective can allow us to feel stronger towards something, or it can just allow us to see, okay, maybe I should approach it more from this side. So that's what they really want you to know, is that they're just trying to look at this connection and just enjoy every moment, you know, step by step, rather than rushing things. And we've got here the Five of Spells. So again, it's pretty much what I mentioned, which is essentially if they are rushing things, they will feel challenged, they'll feel conflicted, they'll feel like it's just, you know, flying absolutely everywhere, things are going everywhere, and it's not exactly how they want things to be. So again, really strong energy of them just wanting to enjoy every aspect of this connection without rushing things. And also they want to understand themselves and really get a good grasp of themselves and understand this connection before they can, you know, just really have it all, basically. They really want to progress things with you and make things stronger with you, but that is definitely what I'm seeing here as well. And this person does love you. Got so much beautiful green as well. They do have this wish to progress things with you, but you know, they also have a lot of inner work to do at the same time. So group number 3, this is your reading. I really hope this gave you lots of clarity, information, and knowledge. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and my bracelets, which are on Etsy as well. If you are interested, take care, stay safe, and I will see you very soon if you choose to click on another one of my videos. Alright, so yeah, take care. Bye.